customer relationships and value creation, the fundamentals are trust, generosity, courage, and wisdom. When we meet in the marketplace of things and ideas, we must have something of value to contribute. That can only come from the somewhat mysterious process in which we digest and reflect on our own experiences and those of others. It requires settling into the stillness of being present, where we are reconciled with our known past and our unknown future. We go past exhaustion and pain to the source of energy and creativity in the present. That's where ideas come from. And ideas diligently pursued and developed become innovations. I consider innovation to be one of the 7 dimensions of wisdom, 7 sets of skills or competencies for success. Customer relationships are at the core of it. So let's start with a basic question. What is a customer relationship? A potential customer is someone with a need or want that your service or product, i.e. the result of your innovation, can satisfy. For a transaction to occur that can develop into an ongoing relationship over time, the potential customer must first be aware of the need or want and of your service or product as one possible way of satisfying it at an acceptable cost. After awareness must come trust. The confidence that buying the product or service from you will lead to satisfaction. A free sample or some other way of experiencing the product or service prior to purchase can be part of establishing trust. Another way is through having a relationship prior to the purchase, and this can be either a direct relationship with the provider of the product or service or through referral or an affiliation with another person or company that is already trusted. The bottom line is that you receive trust because you have given. Therefore, trust is related to generosity. How do we establish trust with another person? It begins with generosity, but also requires courage. Courage is required because you need to overcome your fears and desires about your own needs and to become authentically generous and compassionate about other people's needs. That is a struggle with the self. We're each motivated in part by the desire for our own financial security, to obtain resources for our own benefit and for those close to us. We may also have other motivations, such as for power and prestige. Without denying the reality of these motivations, we must still develop the courage to look past these needs and desires to focus on the needs and interests of others. The skills of self-awareness and self-management on the one hand, and the skills of relating to other people on the other, are 2 more of the 7 dimensions of wisdom. To develop a service or product that truly adds value, you must get past the self-interest and become engaged in the creative process, i.e., lose yourself in the passion for creating something. This is the first act of generosity. Though you may expect to be repaid ultimately for that generosity, the passion and commitment required to perfect your gift or innovation is more than can be generated merely by the hope of financial gain. In other words, purpose and passion are required, a commitment to excellence and to producing results. The customer relationship is built upon face-to-face interaction or through media, one-way media such as television, radio, newspapers, magazines, etc., and now more frequently through the dialogue enabled by social media. Regardless of the medium, there are still human beings on both sides, and relationships ultimately are based on fundamental qualities such as generosity, courage, and trust. I'm Dr. Bernard Brooks. You can learn more about the coaching and consulting services I provide using the 7 dimensions of wisdom at www.sophia.com. And Sophia is spelt with 2 P's, and it is the Greek word for wisdom.